Welcome everybody, how are you? Bienvenidos a todos, ¿cómo están? Okay friends, so yesterday we created more variations for our feathers, and I told you that maybe we need to create more styles for the feathers, but trying to keeping a transition between each groups. As you can see, we decided to make this our nodes to choose between different options randomly of feathers, but we can see that for me at least these first two groups for me are really good, but maybe here we need to start to find maybe a transition between something like this with clean with no more details, something like that. So today we are going to start with that, and at the end we're going to try to see if we can create with geometry nodes something here for these parts. At the end we're going to merge all of these and decimate, so don't worry, but first we need to create the base. Okay, so first let's start creating new options of feathers. I don't like these two options that I already created here, so we're going to start with that. Okay, first let me hide this and let me bring back my backup. Yes, I'm going to start. I don't know if maybe we should start. Let's start changing to the other. No, let me find this. This one is the previous version. No, we have two versions of this. This is the new version. So I'm going to start working with this one and this one. Let me see, just these two parts. I'm going to. Great. I'm going to duplicate this and move that into. This is going to be feathers 2. I'm going to call the first group. I'm going to start changing the name of the groups. Call this feathers 2. Need to create a new group, and these feathers is going to be feathers 1, the first group. Let me hide the backup, and here I'm going to apply this. With this part I'm going to zoom to sculpt mode. Where is the sculpt mode? Sorry. Okay, this is what we have. I'm going to start changing, playing with some feathers with cuts and another feathers with no cuts. Okay, trying to create something more like this. So this one is going to have two cuts, or maybe one cut, because in the other one I already have 3-4 cuts. Right? Let's create here 2 cuts. I'm going to create for this one. Change to the last one that is poly. Sorry, I always forgot. I need to activate the screencast. Okay, so here we're going to start with this one. Okay, only those 2 options. I'm going to change to our previous value and face sets from visible. Okay, let me just change the smooth 0.1 just to smooth this part. Also remember, activate the geometry in Y. We're just going to start smoothing these areas. Where is 3? Here I'm going to change this value to 3. Start smooth over this part. Okay, now let's play with our other brush that was smooth scrape. Okay, something like that. Find the pinch brush. That part. To activate a stabilize stroke. Let's start using less lines here. Something like that. Another one here. Another one here. I think that maybe that's all that I need, because now I am going to reduce this to 0. Remember 0.6 was the original, right? 0.2 and start to 0.2 is too low, 0.3. I think that that's all. Let's try with this one, okay? Maybe one more here. And let's use the grab brush to start creating here the shape of a feather. I should be doing this before I add the lines. I forgot. No, we are okay. Here I'm going to start playing with. I should be doing this with the previous. Okay, no, don't worry. Trying to play with the flat and like this. Okay, let's try with this simple design. So let me bring back feathers, for example. Here it has a lot of lines. Maybe let's try to add one more. We want to make this group more simple, so with not too much details. These feathers have a lot of details. But we need to make a transition, so I think that this one is okay. Okay, I'm going to duplicate this just in case and move it to backup. Okay, let's save this and to join this part, go to sculpt. Same. Okay, now we're good. Try to smooth to change this to 0.1 so I can smooth everything here like that. I think that this is okay. I need to smooth these parts because I don't want weird lines here. Squares, I need to change these squares. I think that we fixed that. These parts. We need to get rid of those squares. Just want to avoid problems in the future. but maybe you don't need to do this. Okay, I think that we're good. Let's continue with our next step. Object, let's save. Going to press this new group of feathers. Is going to have, let me check here. First I need to what is this? The smooth corrective. Okay, let's try to fix this part. Okay, we can continue. I think that we're good. We're going to start looking at all of those. Let's see. Trying to decimate 0.105. I think that we can continue with this. We can apply this, and for the not subdivision surface, for the I need a simple deform modifier. Simple deform bend and not 45. I'm going with -30 just to have a little bending there, but not we're going to try to smooth to have a transition to the other upper feathers, to the simple feathers. That's why I'm creating something like this. Okay, so I think that with -30 is good. Let me save. To apply this, and let me do the same here. I'm going to rotate this and move it a little bit down. Like, let me check something. This is the rotation that I should be doing in the rest of the don't worry. And move this down like -2. Okay, this is feathers too, so I'll go to let me hide this, and this is going to be okay. I'm going to start naming by the group: feather 1 1, feather 1 2, feather 1 3. So I know the group. This one is feather 2 1. Okay. I press 1. Okay. And I'll go to again. Let me hide this group. To my cube, that are my feathers, and the geometry nodes, and let's change group 3. In this case, this is group 3. I'm going to I only have one option, so it is going to appear here. What is my group 3? Group 3 is this one. This is feathers 2. And you can see that yes, I like it. Look, we don't have like something like this. So in the next version, maybe we can start adding like a little bit more detail, but in this part, so we can make the smooth transition. And on the next one, I'm going to this. I like this one, but these lines are not good, so I have to do it again. Okay, but at least you can see that it is looking better. I'll go here to the same in this group 3 here. That is this one. Let's see. Feathers 2. Okay, now we're good. Great. It is looking really great. So let me save. Let me just for a moment answer well here. Okay, I'll be back in just some. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Let's continue. Sorry, I have to make a call. Okay, let's continue. Okay, as you can see, this design is like playing with maybe the transition between the more detailed feathers with the less detailed feathers. So for another to create a new variation, we're going to make something a little bit detailed, at least at these parts. Okay, so we're going to have maybe something different. Let's see what maybe just one cut in one side and maybe some more lines here. Let's see. But look, at least the middle is changing. Okay, so we're going to use the same middle object here. Okay, let's create a new variation. Okay, let me duplicate this and move it to my group. That is feathers 2. I'm going to hide this. Let me bring back my feathers and let me hide the first feather. Okay, here. Let me apply this. Sculpt mode. Let's go to sculpt mode. Just a small cut here, and I think that no more cuts. But I already created a cut here, right? Let me make the cut here. And now I am just only play with the scrape. Also remember, let's use our 0.5, our new remesh value. Okay, great. Save. Smooth. Let me see my smooth brush, 0.1. Great. Let me. Sorry, no. Like this. I pressed something that I should not press, and also I forgot to use symmetry. Let me see. Yes, that is what I need. So okay. Let's try with this one, just these cuts. Let me start changing the shape here. I'm going to press X so I can have the symmetry here too. And I'm going to start playing. Sorry. I need to change that to graph. Like that. Okay, great. And here I'm going to start using the crease sharp that is in 33. Okay, let's use that, insert it in 33. Okay, one more line there. Let's try to add more lines of this one, but with that level of strange. This one more. Okay, something like that. Maybe one more here. Like that, and I think that's all. But I need to add more detail, maybe. No, we're good. Okay, maybe no, we're good, I think. Compare with the other design. Yes, I think that we're good. We add more detail here. Let me maybe add another crease. No, I don't want to have more details there. Let me play with this. Let me see how this one is going to be with the other option. Okay, I have that. So now we're going to let me just in case again duplicate this and move it to backup. I'm going to select this and join. Now we're going again to remesh. And let's see if we need to smooth some squares, and I think that yes, but now that I am thinking, maybe we should leave those like that. Yes, I think that I'm going to leave that. Let me just bring the smooth. Okay, very good, smooth with that level, and I'm going to smooth everything here. Maybe I should add another line here, you know. What do you say? Because the other feathers have too many lines. Let me add one more here. Please. But I already okay, I already merged this. Okay, we are good. Okay, now that we have this, let's continue with our with our smooth corrective modifier. Smooth, great, apply, decimate, 3.05. I know that it may look like we lost a lot of detail, but it is going to be great to look great with the rest, and we need to. There is no other way. We're having too much objects, so we need to reduce the level of polygons and trying to keep the detail. There is no other way. Maybe in other projects that you may have like no more things to add, or you're going to reduce the polygons of other parts of the project, then you can leave like in the original design. And also if you are going to make close-ups, but in this case we're going to see this not feather by feather, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay, and what was the okay, I remember that we use simple deform bend -30 and C. Okay, that's what we used here. I'm going to apply, and I'm going to, I think that I need to move this a little bit down. Let's go to, before we apply the simple deform, let me go to sculpt. We're not going to add more details, just to move this like a little bit down, and I'm going to do that for both sides. Okay, like that. Just that small change, and now that we are good, sorry. Don't worry. I think that we make it in a good way. So just in C. Apply, and then we're going here. Ooh, what happened there? Select everything. What is that? What is happening? What is happening there? I don't know why This is happening. This is weird, but maybe it is because, let me go back. Here I have to deactivate this part. Going to code mode in X. Just like that. I don't know what is happening. I don't understand what is happening right now. Look, there are like some vertices that are not moving with the... This is really weird. I don't know, I don't understand. I press remesh, right? Or maybe I don't press remesh. Let me try to go back. Oh, I need to delete this. I need to delete this part. No, look, let me try to remesh again. Press remesh again, just in case. Okay, this is... I don't have problems here. I'm going to use the smooth corrective. Only smooth, apply, then decimate 0.05. The simple reform. This is weird. I don't know what happened there. Sorry, I forgot to change this. Maybe that's the problem? I don't know. What is happening? Fuck me. It is like it don't want to move. It doesn't make sense. Look, and it happened here and there. It is because I am... No, it shouldn't. Don't touch these parts here. Before we add, even before we add the simple... Okay, here, where there, right? Look, it is working very well. It seems like... I don't know. I really don't know. I don't have to touch this one once I apply the decimate. That's the only conclusion that I... But we already No, I never. I just move, but I never change the. So if I change, I am going to have this weird behaviors for the objects. That's really weird. But maybe I know why. So I'll go to sculpt mode. I'm going to grab. I am not going to use this. I'm just with Y. Also, not Y. No, let's Y. Maybe I can select Y. No, Y. I cannot do that because look. That's one big problem about look, I have like these are like maybe for the other feathers I have the same problem. Let me look this. I have some imperfections that I need to take care of because this is not going to no. So the best solution is just to do it. I think that this is the solution. I'm going here to sculpt in Y. Let's see if Y is not a problem. I'm just going to change this in Y, and then because there are different like sides. Maybe that was the problem. I don't know. Smooth this and smooth this, so we don't have. I don't know. Let's see if that is a problem. Now I'm going to use simple deform, bend, see, steering, dry. Now let me see. Just maybe the problem was that because we are not having that problem again. I was using the X symmetry, but it is not symmetrical, so maybe with the decimate the problem was happening. So now you know what to do. Try to do everything in the previous the decimate, and if you're going to do some changes, try to not use symmetry. That's the conclusion. You have to test it. So this one is going to be in feathers too. It's going to be feather 2, 2. Okay, great. Now let's see. I'm going to hide this. I'm going to bring back my cube. And I understand that. Let me go here to geometry nodes. Now I should have 2 options, not only one, but I see that that is not the case. And don't tell me that I need to do that. I know what is the problem, and it seems that I need to also this random value I need to adjust because it is not happening here. If I reduce this to 1, then I have the variations, but I reduce the variations in the other. Yes. No. Yes, I am having. Min, I think that I'm not going to change, but max, maybe I'll change. I'm going to create a new variation. So with that, we are not going to have like that problem. Because look, we're having the variations. You can see here like this one, but I need another one to have at least one strong line here. That was maybe something like this. I'm going to create something like this, just so I will have this at a smooth transition. Maybe that's the solution. That now it is having this one, but because of this number, let me create a third variation. The other variation is going to have some strong lines, and the other that are not strong like these ones. Goes here. It's the same thing I am having, but you cannot see like the difference because they are like very similar. Here we can see that they are not similar with these lines, but it means that I need to create something different. So for the new feather, I will not have cuts, but I try to add this kind of lines and just play with these brushes. Okay, great. Let me hide that. Let me bring back my backup and let me save, of course. Okay, we are good. Create this, duplicate it, and move it into feathers too. Backup, I'm going to hide backup. Here I'm going to like this. We'll just go to sculpt mode and I'm not going to make more cuts, just I'm going to select symmetry first and try to modify this to make it more like a feather. Something like that. Now we're going to delete that symmetry and just play with some brushes like this scrape, but just a small things here, like a small imperfection here. Something like that. Now let's try to add the lines. Create sharp and go to 86. Okay, great. So with that, I'm going to use that one here. 0.3. Let's go with 0.3. Here I'm going just to create two cuts, one small and one bigger. Here, this one. Here, just. Oh. Okay, maybe I add too much detail. I think that it is going to be good. Okay, just like that. Just like that. Now let me apply the 0.025 again. Great. And save. Again, duplicate this and move it into backup. Now let me merge this. Going to use I didn't use the pinch here, no? No, I didn't use pinch. Pinch brush. Now I'm going to use a smooth. Let me see I'm going to use a smooth. Smooth with a very low value to smooth all of these details. Now here is a smooth corrective. Now smooth corrective. Decimate 0.05. Great. Apply that modifier. Let's see if nothing happened here. I know maybe what happened with the previous. I was using edges. Maybe that was a problem. Sorry, I am distracted. You need to be thinking on only this when you are working on this kind of projects. Yeah, because it was weird, and I think that was the problem. That was the problem. I didn't select faces. I just select edges. So maybe, yeah, because it was very weird. That shouldn't happen. Okay, now let me move this down. 0.2. Save. Before we do that, let me let me use the cursor, the origin for the pivot point. Okay, it's down. No, I have that. I already applied. I didn't apply simple deform. Sorry. Simple deform. Bend C minus 30. Okay, now it is ready. Let me just change the name of this. Feather 2 and 3. Sorry. Let me change this. Feather 2 and 3. Okay, now that we have that, let's see our feather, our wings. And great, you can see that it appeared there, our third option. And I like it, I like it. You can see the differences here between, maybe I should, yeah, it is okay. I was thinking maybe try here to add another group. No, I think that this is good. Yes, it is great. So when I come back, I'll go for some water. I'll be back in a moment. I'll fix this because I don't like these feathers. I think that I'll just leave the middle and the other and the borders. Okay. So I'll be back in a moment. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Let's continue. Okay, now let me fix this because look at this at these feathers here. I don't like that. I'm going to delete this group. I'm going to create another group that's called feathers. let me change this. Feathers 3, and then I select just the simple version. Okay. So for this simple version, I just let me bring back my backup. I'm just going to select these two parts, change the shape, and then I'll smooth that. That's everything that I'm going to do here. I'm going to duplicate this and move into a new group that is going to call Feathers 3. A new collection, sorry, a new collection. And for this, I'm going just to apply what I have there. Here I'm going to sculpt mode. I select this, right? I know. The graph tool. I forgot about the graph tool. Okay, what can I add here? I'm just thinking of leaving it like that. That simple design. Just apply. Let me change this. Put more. Smaller. That? No, that was too much. Let's leave it like the original design. Okay, so let's leave it like that. We just are going to smooth. Okay, so this one. Yes, let's join this. Code mode and just to smooth all of this, but maybe I should change the smooth to 3 stretch. I know. I'm going to leave these lines, but I'm going to smooth this part. Oh no, I'm going to leave it. Maybe. I think that very good, very good. Let's see. Okay, this is what I have there. Now let me. Sorry. Before we do that, smooth corrective. Then decimate 0.05. Like this. Simple form. Here I think that I use -25, I think. The same problem. And I thought that I was... what is the problem right now? Why is this happening? I didn't make any weird change. Just this smooth corrective, decimate. Why is this happening? I really don't understand the reason of that. I know that if this is for 3D printing, I should clean a lot these parts, but why these kind of errors are happening right now? It is like I cannot move that. Maybe because I forgot to... Look, it doesn't make sense. Why is this happening? Okay, let me go one by one. I apply the smooth corrective. Go here. What? Yeah. I know what is happening. Sorry, friend. Sorry. It was a mistake, but it is my fault. It is my fault. It was a stupid mistake. Sorry. It was nothing with all of this. I know what happened. I'm going to explain you right now. Let me just apply this again. It was something very, very stupid. I didn't see. Sometimes you made like this kind of things, like you are just starting here and it is something weird. Sometimes that happens maybe when you need to take a break, but I cannot do that right now, so you just have to continue. I'm going to show you what was happening. I already solve the problem. Something very simple. Okay, 0.05. Sorry. That's why maybe you should look the whole streaming and maybe come here, because maybe at the beginning I saying something that doesn't make sense, and at the end I figured I just discovered what was really happening. Sorry, that's my mistake. Simple deform, right? Simple deform. C then minus 25. And what do you think was the mistake? I have the symmetry. Look, now it disappeared, the mistake. That was the solution to that problem. That, as you can see, there is nothing. Okay. Now we are here, and the feather tree. Let me hide this group. I'm going to bring back my wings. In geometry nodes, I'm going to go to the last group, and I'm going to select feathers 3. Look at that. Maybe I should be adding some kind of detail there. Yes, I should be add something there. For now, I'm going to leave it like that. Later I'm going to change that. Feather here, feather 3. I'm going to delete these simple feathers. No, I'm going to keep it, but I'm going to delete that object. Oh, look, these are my feathers, and for this part, I'm going to try something. I design the last feather here. That is going to be. Let me come here. Let me design that very quickly. Maybe we can create some variations there, but for now, let's focus on the most important part. We can create, we should be creative, but now let me try something for the final part that I want to test. Let me first create the one that I'm going to use. I'm going to create this. I'm going to select these two things, move that into simple feathers. Simple feathers. I'm going to apply this. I'm going to reduce this. No, that was too much. Come on. Yes, something like that. And here I'm going to create something very quickly, simple sculpt. Just this. I am going here to select this, and this is going to call a simple feather. I already joined that. Apply my 0.20. No, I think that I'm going to keep this with 4. That's it. Just to smooth this. And maybe I should let me go again to sculpt, decrease 0.1, move a line here. Just like that. Just something simple like that. Maybe here the same. No, I'm going to just leave it like that. Now I'm going to simple smooth. Press a smooth corrective to have more extra smooth there. Apply decimate, let's see, with 0.05. I think that I'm going to lose a lot of detail. But I like it because here, I'm going with this one. Before we do that, no, I'm going to leave it like that. I made a mistake, I have to do it again. And of course the simple deform. I'm going to have a simple deform. Then in C, it's going to be 0.50. Like that. By this, I think that we are good with this design. Okay, so now what we are going to do? Let me bring back my collection. Geometry nodes. I'm going to disconnect everything here, all of these groups, just for a moment. Don't worry. And I'll go to try to, let me see what we have here. I cannot see. Maybe here. Yes, this is what I wanted to see, but I can see that this is too much. Is there a way to reduce resolution to 8 maybe? 8. But also, how can I reduce the resolution of the other lines? Maybe with points. It's too much. What is this? See what is this? Points is not the solution. Radius is the solution. And 16 was good, but how can I also reduce these lines? I reduce the resolution, and this is only for the radius. And need a way to this part to reduce the number, but I don't really know how to do that right now. I'm going to try to do what I have in mind, that is instance on points. I'm going to have the object info, the geometry instance, and here I'm going to select simple feather. How can I adjust this? Reduce this to 0.1. But how can I have on each point the feathers? Let me do something extra here. Let me first change this with where is the combine X, Y, and Z. Let me change this to 0.1 for a moment. And here in Y, maybe I'm going to change this to 0.2. I'm going to change Y to 0.2, and also I have to rotate this to the other side. I should rotate my feather to the other side. Yes. For now, I'm going to leave it like that. Rotation. For rotation, let me see if I have something here. Let me try to see. No, geometry operations. Rotate, for example. Let me try to see if I have rotate. It is an input constant, vector. Rotate. Let me see this one. Sorry, it was my mistake. Constant. Utilities. Let me try to find something here. Repeat, random, color, rotation, align rotation to vector. Let me try this one to see what is happening. Let's see. I need a vector, right? This is the one that we use here. Let me try to copy that. Align rotation to vector C. Spline parameter. In C, yes, that's in C. Rotate, rotation, local. Let me see if that is what I need. Rotation, what is that? factor. This is too much. I need a way to reduce those lines. Let me think. Let me see if I can find something there. Because right now I have too much of those objects, and I don't want that. To use this just to see something. This scale should be here, vector. This vector should be here. Oh, it's not working. That's also look. It comes from the third curve. And local. I want to use local. Also, that's very important. Y, right? Y. Yes, I copy that. Y. Vector, scale to vector, vector. It is because we are not working on the curve. I need to here. Okay, that's no, but we are using the info from the curve, but this is not a curve anymore. This is a curve to mesh. And I want those points. This is not going to make sense because I don't have the curve. This is a mesh. But I need to find maybe a way to use those points. So this is not working. This doesn't make sense. Let me delete that. And this rotation to local, that's something that I should do because in local I can like rotate something like this. So this is very useful. Well, now let me delete this just for a moment. Let me bring back. Let me delete this one too. And I need to find a way to reduce these lines. I need a way to reduce that. points I'm going to create something missing. Something like this. Let me see. 0.5. 0.1. No, it's the same thing. This makes sense. I'm going to have the same, but with radius is the same thing. How can I maybe unsubdivide, or if there is a subdivide? No. If there is a subdivision, it is in mesh operations. Okay. Mesh operations. I have mesh to core, mesh, external mesh, dual subdivision surface. No. Primitive topology, corners, right, sample rate, work curve. What is this one? For each input spline. What is this? But it is like the same. Look, it reduces this, but not these lines. Length. No, it is not changing the one that I want. I want to reduce that level. There should be something to reduce the, if I have a curve, it's like the resolution, but let me try to find something. Line resolution, let me see. No. Resolution 25. 2000. Set spline resolution. Here I can reduce this to 10. 5. No, this is not. Don't know how to. I just first my idea is to try to put each of the feathers on each point, and we are doing that with instance on point, so we cover that part. But before I made more changes, I want to reduce the resolution of the curve, or the, because look, it is very detailed. How can I reduce just a moment, please. Okay, friend, I'm back. Sorry, I am making some calls because the UPS, and I have to pay attention to that too. Maybe that's why I'm a little bit distracted here. Okay, what I was doing. Okay, let me here try to what I use here. Set curve radius. The resample should be the one that helped me here, but great, yes, we did it. Great. Yes, I knew, because resample was the one that we use here to change the yes, that was the one. Great. These are great news. Okay, now that we have that, Let me connect this again to the instances. Let me change this and let me geometry. Sorry. My head is in another part. Sorry. Okay, let me also. I want that here. So, okay, great. Okay, so I know, or maybe just disconnect this one. No, I'm going to leave it like that. So we know where my feathers are, but I want this to be at the real point, and this is a scale. I need a way to move this, and I think that I need a transform geometry here. Instead of using this, I'm going to use transform geometry. Where is the transform geometry? Here, and I'm going to separate that with, let me change this part that is combined. I'm going to translation, right? 0.5. So I have each feather on each point. Look, it should be at each point. That's what we want. Let me get rid of this. I'm going to work maybe with this translation. For now, let me see what happened there. No, I don't want this. I'm going to use this scale, and it is a little bit small. You can see here, right? My feathers. Maybe I can add more feathers with 15 here. And just we're good, but my feathers are. Let me connect this one. You have. Okay, these are too small. We want maybe 2. Make this a little bit bigger. I'm just going to 5 maybe. No, that's too much. That's too much. I'm going to here to play again with one combine. One. I'm going to change this to 1, and let's play with these values. C is good. Here I'm going to change Y to 2 and X to 1.5 maybe. Great. Okay, now we need to rotate this. I'm going to rotate. Rotation is 1. Maybe let me local. Let me try with a combine. This should be 0. Also the music stopped. Let me see. What can we play? Something with no copyright. This one. I'm going to connect this here, and I'm going to start like changing those. Okay, Y is going to be like that. I'm going to use maybe a spline parameter. Let me see if I can use a spline parameter here. Spline parameter I only can use with some kind of specific node, and these nodes are like a value, factor, and a value. Okay, let's see if this factor is going to be Y. No, it is not working. No, it is not good. It was a terrible option. I should add another thing here. factor, maybe with a range. I can let me see here one more time. I'm just learning here with you. I am not an expert with geometry nodes. Maybe this one. Let's try with this one, okay? Let's try with this one. Sorry. Control C. Use that here. Factor here, and maybe this one in Y. These values, I can see that it is not working. No, it is not working. No, that is not working with that. Let me see the mistake. I am making something very wrong here, and here with vector is working. Scale. So let me see if the problem is maybe this one. I don't know. Maybe that's the problem. Look, that was the problem. I should play with rotation. I'm not going to touch this rotation. I'm going only with that. And now that I have that, let me go here. Let me move this here. I should rotate this in X like this. Like out. But the spline parameter. What is happening with my spline parameter? It's not working. I don't want it to be like all of that here. Let me see if I minimum 0 and the maximum 1. Let me see. No, it is not working. Okay, I can control that. I want to find a new way. Maybe this one, this should be here and here rotation. Sorry, rotation here maybe. Rotate by okay, let me do this again and connect that there. Okay, in X it is looking good. Also, let me make a quick rotation there, and let me bring, this is my right. I'm going to rotate this following the 3D cursor in C. Okay, great. That's the first step. Now we have our. Let me now hide this. Be safe. We are so close to finish this. This is the last step, but remember, I'm new here like you. I'm just testing some options here. So why my Y is not changing? I want my Y to change between 0 and, let me see here, what value, minus, in 1 it is going to be completely like that. No, it is not working. My spline parameter is not working with this. What should I need? This is the value that I want. I want it to be, let me change. But I need a spline parameter. The only way to to rotate. Maybe can I rotate the points? No, but the points. Okay, let me check again this one. I am changing the curve. Just the rotation. The rotation. Okay, maybe I see the no, but okay, I understand something here. I have my curve here. I do not use my curve like the mesh of the curve. I am just using the curve as a reference. I need a way to do the same with the other curve. How can I do this? And with that, I think that I'm going to fix my problem. Let me see. Maybe, but the thing is that I need this to be on each point of the mesh, but I need to rotate thinking on the curve. That's the problem here, because I don't know if you understand me. I have a mesh. The previous curves, I don't have any problem. Why? Because I don't use the curve. I don't see the curve. I just use the curve as a reference, and then I can play with these nodes. But here I am using this mesh that is already converted into maybe if I convert this curve into a mesh, maybe I can fix that. For example, mesh to curve, merge by distance, curve to mesh. No, mesh to curve. This is too smooth. Mesh by distance, curve to mesh by distance, and then mesh to curve. Here, set curve, sample curve, mesh to curve. And I'm not going to use this mesh. I'm just going to use these points, but I need the points. Let me see something. No. Position here. Let me delete this because I cannot see what I am doing. What I did. I changed that for everything, right? It is not working. I need to get rid of that for a moment. Just for a moment. And let me rotate this to 5. Factor. Why it wasn't working here? Let me just see something. No, it was working. Yeah. Okay, I understand. Here it is rotating on the point, so on each point it is rotating. Here it is rotating on the origin point. That's the difference. I don't care if it rotates in one or another, but I want it to rotate here too. Look. Okay, it is working, but I need the spline parameter. Why are you not working? I need a way to go that from 1 to 0 like we always do. Map branch. Factor here. Why? you see? Check and see what is happening. Let's see. Oh no. Find here another way to do that. Rotation. Everything is with the curves, with the points, with one point. With one point it's easy. Map branch. Align rotation to I am using the map branch as there is no other. The other way was to, for rotation I use is align to, let me see this one, align to vector. Align rotation to vector. Add a node to the active tree. No me digas. Mucha que tú eres mago. This is not working. This is not working. This is not working. No. When something like that happens, it's because it is not working. Why you are not working? I need you to go in. I just need the why. No, it is not working with that. The rotation on each point. Can I copy the rotation and put that value? No, but the thing is, how can I translate that? Separate. I already tried this and it didn't work. It doesn't make sense, I think. Rotation. No, no, that is not working. How can I do this? How can I do this? Just want to. With that, and I think that we're good. Just need to rotate these points. I need this to go from one value to another value. Why you are not helping me? That's the thing. If I change this to 0.3, it doesn't matter. It is only using one value here. Factor. It is nothing is happening. Okay, friends, I think that we're going to waste too much time trying to do this. Sorry, I'm new with geometry notes. That's why I cannot figure it out how to solve this part. The only thing that I just want to do here is to rotate this in Y, but to move it like smoothly, like we did with the other curve. But the thing is that it is not working. It is not working because I don't know how to do it. Maybe the main point, the main rotation, I mean, I have a curve here. I have a resample of a curve. If I add this here, I need a way to another solution. Try to take these points and that. Let me see. Let me see something here. If I put my instance here, it's going to be the same. And there, I think that I can rotate with a factor. Look, this is what I want. Okay, I need to, but that is what I want. That is the thing that I want. So maybe a way to rotate that and put that here into this rotation. That is what I want. Wait. See what happens if I move this. No, that's not something good. Geometry is going to affect, and I also need to affect each node. Points, for example, curve instance 2 points. So let me try to do this here. I think that that is going to be a mess. It's going to be like, I wanted to try to do this here. Put this, try to move. It is not, no, that happened. It is going to, try this. I duplicate. Oh no, but it is not in 0. It is like here, and I want that here. Okay, let me see, maybe we are close. What am I doing wrong? Geometry on each point. Something. this room here. No. There is something not good here. That scale. Okay, this is good. There is like I have to no. And this is not good. No. And also it is not really good how it is. No. I was using Y. My C value is like this. Let me change this. Why I have two of these? I don't understand. It is like I am geometry. How can we change that? It is changing the value of that too. If I change this, it's going to be in 1, right? Yes. No, I don't have to worry about this. Okay, I have an idea. Curve. I'm going to have that. It is like it creates all of these are curves, something like that is what I understand. No, I don't need that. Spline work with a curve. That's why this is not working with this value. Spline only work with curves. Okay, friends, I am wasting time here. I'm going to check this later, okay? So this is going to be all for today. This is the last part. This is the last part to create this, because let me for now let me separate this. Separate this. Let me join this again. Sorry. We already have all the main parts. This is only the last part of the wings, and I am new with geometry nodes, so I really don't know how to do that. I'm going to check. If I cannot find a solution today, then tomorrow we are not going to waste more time, and I'm just only going with the manual method, the one by one. I don't have any other idea. I wish I can do this one, but as you can see, at least we knew this resample curve. I knew with geometry nodes, so I really don't know how to do this. I would like to know, but that's not the. So again, I'm going to check this. If I cannot find, then we don't have to waste more time. We need to move forward with other parts, and just that would be everything. I'll try. Okay, my idea is simple. I just want to add the feathers that you already saw. And I am going to add that here. Also, I need to find a way to escalate those things, but I think that it's not going to be possible. You know, the other idea is try to create other groups, but I don't know, I think that's not a good idea. The other thing is to create new groups, and with those groups play with the distance and try to recreate this. That's another option, but I don't know if that's a good idea. So with that, it is going to. The other problem is that, look, my feathers should be like this, like one between the middle of two of the feathers. So here I'm going to have like a problem with that. That's the thing. The other solution is just to use maybe a curve and just play with that, create multiple curves, but with those curves I will not have control over the rotation. The thing that I want to do is more feathers here, and these feathers should be rotating like this when I am moving closer to the. Oh, I need to change this. When I'm moving close to this part. Okay, that's what I am trying to do. and it is going to be like that. Also, it should be moving the same. But here, how it is going to move? Let me see something. Let me go back to the other feathers. Okay, here it also should be moving like this. That's something that I don't have. That's another problem. So I think that I'll never find a solution for geometry nodes, because in X it is working, at least with this. Then it is going to move proportionally to rotate. The next one is going to do the same. No, because this one should be like how it is going to be the other one. It is going to be like here, and then it is going to move like to that part. Just something like this. Ooh, no. I think that it is going to be a mess. So also later at the end, I'm going to merge all of these feathers in little feathers. I'll try to find if... Okay, again, if I cannot find something, we'll do this manually, okay? There's no other solution. And at least, no. So I think that there are more solutions, but right now I have no idea, and we cannot waste more time. Maybe in the future we're going to look back and we're going to find a solution, but right now that's not the case. So for now, this is what we have. And this is our final like design for feathers, and here I am going to try to find something. Okay, so friends, this is all for today. Please remember, if you're new in this channel, subscribe, give it a like, share this content with others, and leave a comment below if you want. You can join our Discord server. Thanks for coming. Thank you. Welcome. And remember, you can follow me on social media accounts, X, Instagram, TikTok, where I'm uploading my portfolio and things about 3D and games. You can get figures like this one on my online stores, Studio Squid for 3D modeling, Pulse 3D for 3D sculpting, and CG Trader, where you find everything. Also, I recently uploaded my missile model, and there is a lot of material there, so if you want maybe working something related to that, maybe to that kind of topics, there you have an asset there. If you want me to collaborate with your project as a freelancer, you can contact me. There is my email there, and also you can maybe create a project on CG Trader or Upwork and send me a message there. You have all the links on my YouTube page. So we're so close to finish the wings, and after the wings, the another maybe difficult part to do is the base. I really don't have an idea right now of how it's going to be the base, so I need to... Maybe we're going to leave the base for the last part. No, I want to... Yes, because I want to reduce the polygons of the armor and all of that. That's the thing. That's why I wanted to create the wings that are like the main pieces. So the base, we're going to maybe create something simple depending on how many faces we have for our final model. Okay, so yes, I think that tomorrow we're going to, if I cannot find, we're going with a one-to-one solution. There's no other way. Maybe it is. Right now I have no idea of how to do it. Okay, friends, so thanks for coming. Please remember to subscribe and see you in the next one.